Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit. I'm very glad you've joined us this Tuesday for our weekly satsang. This is number 2 in our series of Yoga Nidra meditations in the Himalayan lineage. Tonight's meditation will have a strong emphasis and focus on the chakras. I'd like to start out with a quick announcement about Friday's program. So, as some of you who may have been following me on my personal Facebook page may have discovered, favorite pets, our kitty Ringo, who we had for about 20 years, left his body on Sunday. And after giving it some thought, and well, it was Memorial Day about a week ago, and I thought it would be very appropriate to do a universal requiem puja and being open, allowing everybody who's tuning in and watching to remember somebody in their lives who has recently passed away. This could be a person that you're close to. It could be an animal friend, like it was for my wife Jamie and I. And it could also be a time for remembering somebody who maybe you didn't know personally, but you admire. So maybe a teacher or a favorite author could be remembered at this time. So this will be 7 o'clock on Friday night on YouTube, and you're also welcome to join us in person at our temple, 1260 South Xavier Street. So again, welcome and namaste. So, as I said in our introduction, this will be part 2 of our Himalayan Yoga Nidra series. This is the style of Yoga Nidra that was taught by the late Swami Rama. Namaste to Kim, who's joining us right now. And again, this will have a strong emphasis on focusing on the energy centers of the body, known as the chakras. Another interesting aspect of Himalayan Yoga Nidra is during what's called the rotation of consciousness, the focus on different areas of the body. The Himalayan technique works with the 61 Marma points. And the Marma points are essentially major acupuncture points that are found in the chakra centers, in the tips of the fingers and the toes, and also in the major joint areas. And so we'll be doing that as part of today's meditation. And namaste to Bryce, who just tuned in. And anybody else who is tuning in, please feel free to say a quick hello on our chat function. And also, I'd like to give a special welcome to anybody who'll be watching the recording of this broadcast in the days to come. So, as always, our Yoga Nidras most traditionally are done lying down in Shavasana, but this can also be done as a seated meditation as well if you're more comfortable doing it in that fashion. And because the recording of this broadcast will remain on YouTube, you're always welcome to listen to the recording and do this meditation anytime that you have need. So with that, I invite you to get your props ready, whether it's going to be a yoga mat on the floor or a nice firm mattress on a bed. It can be done this way. Or a straight back chair, or seated on your cushion on your yoga mat. That'll work as well. So take a moment, assemble your props. Namaste to Deborah, welcome. And just get ready for a nice, deep, and healing meditation. So find that comfortable seat. And if you're lying on your back in Shavasana, Lie in such a way or sit in such a way that your spine is aligned. If laying down, let your feet or arms be a comfortable distance to the sides, the feet a comfortable distance apart. The tops of the feet can drop to opposite directions. If you're lying down, typically the palms of your hands are facing the ceiling. If you're seated, I invite you to have your hands comfortably on your knees, likewise with the palms facing up. If lying down, it's best to have a thin pillow under your head. And if seated or lying down, a shawl or blanket over your body so that you don't become too cold. So continue to make yourself comfortable. If in the course of this meditation you need to move for the purpose of comfort, you certainly can. But try to arrange yourself in such a way that you'll have no need to do that in the next few minutes. And with that, I invite you to close your eyes. Begin to breathe deeply. And make any fine adjustments or micro adjustments that you might need before we begin to really go deep into meditation. So with your breath open and your eyes closed, I invite you to allow your attention to move through your head and your face, including the top of your head, your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyes, your cheekbones, and your nostrils. And so for right now, let yourself be aware of the breath at the level of the nostrils for the next few breaths. And then let your awareness continue to survey the mouth, the jaws, and your chin. Let the muscles of the jaw be relaxed and the muscles of the tongue. And now move on to survey the neck and the throat, letting the muscles in that area relax. And then your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your hands, your fingers, and your fingertips. And now begin to feel as though you are inhaling from the fingertips up to your shoulders, and then exhaling back through the fingertips from your shoulders. And do this for the next few breaths. And then move your attention from your fingers back through the hands, through the wrists, through your lower arms, your elbows, your upper arms, your shoulders, your upper back, and now your chest area. And concentrate at the center of the chest and exhale and inhale completely for the next few breaths. And now be aware of your stomach area, your abdomen, your lower hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. And then exhale as if your whole body is exhaling. And inhale as if your whole body is inhaling. And as you exhale, let go of all the tensions, all the worries, all the anxieties. And inhale as if you are inhaling new energies, as well as a sense of peace and a sense of relaxation. And let yourself exhale and inhale in this manner for the next few breaths. And then I invite you to move your attention from your toes to your feet, to your ankles, your calves, your thighs, your knees, your hips, your lower back, your abdomen, your stomach, and again, resting in your chest. And just concentrate in the center of your chest and exhale and inhale, focusing on this area for the next few breaths. And then once again, survey your upper back, your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers and fingertips. And again, I invite you to feel as though you're inhaling from the tips of your fingers up to the shoulders, and then exhaling back from the shoulders to the fingertips. And breathe this way for the next few breaths. And then move your attention from your fingers back through your hands, through your wrists, through your lower arms, your elbows, your upper arms, your shoulders, your neck, your throat, your chin, your jaw and mouth and nostrils. And let yourself be aware of the breath at the level of the nostrils for the next few breaths. And then let yourself be aware of the breath at the level of your nostrils. Moving your breath and your attention to your cheekbones, to your eyes, your eyebrows, your forehead, and the top of the head. And now, for the next few breaths, allow your attention to be aware of the smooth and slow and serene flow of your breath. And let your mind make a gentle and conscious effort to guide the breath so that it is smooth and calm and deep, flowing gently and without any kind of noise or jerkiness. So I invite you now to systematically move your attention through each point that I'm going to describe, and let your awareness jump from one point to the next point and to the next point. Forehead, throat, right shoulder, right elbow, right wrist, tip of the right thumb, tip of the right index finger, tip of the right middle finger, tip of the right ring finger, tip of the right little finger, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, throat, left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, tip of the left thumb, tip of the left index finger, tip of the left middle finger, tip of the left ring finger, tip of the left little finger, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, throat, heart center, right side of the chest, heart center, left side of the chest, heart center, navel, lower abdomen, right hip, right knee, right ankle, tip of the right big toe, tip of the right second toe, tip of the right middle toe, tip of the right fourth toe, tip of the right little toe, right ankle, right knee, right hip, lower abdomen, left hip, left knee, left ankle, tip of the left big toe, tip of the left second toe, tip of the left middle toe, tip of the left fourth toe, tip of the left little toe, left ankle, left knee, left hip, lower abdomen, navel, heart center, throat, forehead. So I invite you now to breathe for the next 10 breaths as if you are exhaling from the top of the head down to your toes, and as if you are inhaling from the toes to the top of the head. Exhaling from the top of the head down to the toes, and from the toes to the top of the head. 8 more breaths. And now exhale from the top of the head to the ankles and back. Exhale from the head to the ankles, and inhale from the ankles to the head. Let's do this 9 more times. And now exhale and inhale 10 times from the top of the head to the knees and back. And now exhale and inhale 5 times from the top of the head to the perineum at the base of the spine and back. And then exhale and inhale 5 times from the top of the head to the navel and back. And then exhale and inhale 5 times from the top of the head to the heart center and back. And then exhale and inhale 5 times from the top of the head to the throat and back. And then now breathe 5 times from the top of the head to the bridge between the nostrils and back 5 times. And then exhale and inhale for the next 5 breaths from the top of the head to the third eye center between your eyebrows and back. Do this 5 times. And now continue breathing in the crown center and begin to visualize in the crown of your head a bright white lotus flower with 1,000 petals. And then I invite you to bring your attention and your breath to the space between your eyebrows. And remain in that space for the next few deep breaths. And while breathing in that area, I invite you to envision a dark blue inverted triangle surrounded by light. And then let your attention drop to the center of your throat, visualizing there a bright, white, glowing sphere, and remain there for the next few breaths. And then dropping your attention to your heart center, breathing deeply into this space while envisioning a blue-gray six-pointed star. And then bringing your awareness to your upper abdomen, the solar plexus area. Breathing into that area while envisioning a red, fiery, inverted triangle. And then bringing your breath and your attention to your lower abdomen, into the bowl of the pelvis. Breathing into this area while envisioning a silvery crescent moon. And then letting your awareness drop now to the perineum at the base of the spine. Breathing into this area while visualizing a heavy, solid, dense, golden cube. And then I invite you to bring your attention back to your heart center. Breathing in and out of the center of your chest. And as you breathe, allow your awareness to empty completely of any images, any impressions, any thoughts, any sensations, or any other experiences. Just allow yourself to go deep into a place of stillness and silence. and remain in that place of stillness and silence for the next few minutes. Nothing to do, just simply being. Jema, Jema, Jema. And so after remaining in this place of stillness and silence, there will likely come a moment when thoughts and impressions or sensations begin to return. They may return smoothly or gradually, or they may just suddenly come all of a sudden. When this happens, it's a natural sign that this session of Yoga Nidra is coming to completion. So I invite you at this point to take a deep and clearing breath. Letting go of the meditation. And systematically, I invite you to bring your attention back outward from that stillness and silence through the awareness of relative quietness of the mind, the awareness of the smoothness of the breath, and the stillness of the physical body. And bring the deep stillness and silence with you as you become more and more aware of your body, the sensation of your body lying or sitting where it is, noticing the temperature of the air on your skin, the clothes that you're wearing or the blanket covering you. Begin to gently move your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Starting out with small movements. And if you're lying on your back, I invite you to roll onto one side for a moment and just rest there. And when ready, engaging your arms to slowly come back into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. And slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And listening to our final benediction. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice, knowing you can replay this broadcast and do this meditation anytime that you have need. And slowly opening your eyes, keeping a relaxed gaze. And know that after Yoga Nidra, you can quietly return to your daily activities or take a few minutes for meditation, contemplation, prayer. And namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me this evening. And Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. So I hope you feel nice and relaxed and rejuvenated from this evening's meditation. Like I said, please feel free to do this or the previous one in this series again and again as you have need. We'll be doing another variation of the Himalayan Yoga Nidra next Tuesday. And then I also look very much forward to you joining me Friday at 7 o'clock for our open Requiem Puja, an opportunity for all of us to remember someone who is close to us or someone we admire who has recently left their bodies. Till then, have a wonderful couple of days ahead. Special thanks to Kim, to Bryce, to Deborah, to Jamie, who've joined me this evening, and anyone else who'll be watching the recording later. Namaste. Jai Mata Di. Thank you again.